What's going on, guys? So I kind of made a mistake. I guess really not really a mistake, but let's just call it ended up doing a change in plans. So I was originally going to go with the R35 or YARIS coilover something, or not coilover, excuse me, coils. But I guess in the end, plan at the last minute, I was convinced into going with the IGN1A smart coils, which I pretty much got told that's going to be your best bet. So unfortunately, when I built my wire harness, it was set up to basically hold the, like I said, YARIS or R35 or R8, whatever those type of coils. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a little bit of redesigning, but nothing too extensive. Basically, I'm just going to add another coil, add another relay and fuse box, so that way it can run those the smart coils. Let me go over and show you. Make a little bit better explanation so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So, as you can see here, so I have the IGNs all mounted up. Originally, so here was my plug for the first set of coils that I was going to run, but unfortunately with those I can't do that. Well, I can, but yeah, it's not going to be it's not really going to be a good day, just for the fact that those coils do draw a lot of power. So I was told that I'm going to have to break the coils up. So I have to run 2 relays for 3 coils. Or, excuse me, 2 relays for the 6 coils. So I break them up into 3s. So the first 3 will go to relay 1, and then the last 3, 4, 5, and 6 will go to the second relay. So what I figured I would do is go over and throw this on a time lapse of I'm going to build the fuse and relay box, and then I will get right back to you guys. Okay, so here we have the now finished product. So here is the fuse and relay box, all sheathed. I cut out that part, just figured you guys didn't really want to see all that. I think everybody's seen stuff get heat shrinked, and I didn't want to bore you guys too much. But figured I'd just show you. Here's the relay and fuse box that I decided to go with. I really like the design of it, made it real easy. So as you can see, I have my 2 relays, 2 fuses, and then everything nicely wired up, protected. Since I already had the signal portion of it, that basically was easy to do because I just made a plug from the coils themselves to my existing plug, and then here is your ground and your power to the coils themselves. Here we have both the power and your, oops, what's going on there? You have your power and your ground wire, and then also the ground wire. Well, this is the ground for the relays, and then here's my ground wire from the coils. These both will just tie right into just a little. Let me see here. Do a quick show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these little bad boys here, just to kind of keep it nice and clean, and I can see where the ground. So I'm just going to run a ground wire from my battery to somewhere in the engine bay, so that way I'm not like just running like a mile long wire. And then of course I probably have to go with even bigger size wire. So I was trying to make it a little easier on myself. So these here work really well. So all I got to do is I can just mount this anywhere. And it's got its little nut there. Once I figure out the location of where I'm going to mount the fuse box at, I'm going to put it someplace in the engine bay. Then I can just tie in some ring terminals, and then I can just attach them right to here, make it nice and easy. And then of course this is my what is that, switch 12 volt wire. So all I got to do is just find a switch 12 volt source, so that shouldn't be too difficult. Same thing with my power. These are my power leads. I ended up going with what size was this? A 10 gauge wire. I've had some recommend it to go for it. It's a little bit of, I feel it's a little bit overkill, but I mean, I'd rather have too big a wire than too little of wire. Also, so the fuse and relay box does come with a nice little cover for it, which came with, well, actually, so I bought this whole unit off of Watex website. So of course these are all separate from everything, so you got to buy it all, which it's really not that expensive. So I think the whole thing costs roughly like $5 for the cover, this piece, your bracket, and then the box itself. I think it's like no more than $10. So yeah, so then you can just click it right in. This can mount anywhere. So let me show you on the car. So there you have it. So I'm thinking of either mounting it somewhere in this area, or I was thinking of maybe just kind of keeping everything away from the hot side over there, and probably maybe just making it easier and sticking it over here, since I have a pretty decent amount of space over here. So I could do something like this, mount it somewhere over here, make like a little bracket of some sort. Of course I still have to get a new brake booster, but it's not really a big deal. That won't take up too much space. So since I was thinking, since I have to run power wire, redo the power wire, since my, on a lot of the 240 guys all will put the batteries, relocate them in the back, since, well, really not a whole lot of room. So I was thinking that maybe I can go over and run a power wire to the starter, and then I can just put one of those terminals somewhere over around there, kind of keep it away from everything. But I can always put like a little cap or whatever, and then that would actually make it a little bit easier for me. So if I just run a power wire to the starter, and then just jump that, put power to the little ring terminal, and then I can just attach my harness power, and put the ground and power wires to this right to it, and make it nice and easy. So it's just a thought. I don't know completely. I might end up just going that route. It seems to be a little more on the to be a better idea, instead of just having it over here on the hot side. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I'm kind of convinced that I am going to stick it over there. So I made the wires long enough that I could just run it and plug it right in. So the coil, let's see if I can, sorry if it's so dark. The coil plug I can angle it, and once I get everything in their fixed spot, I can always keep everything kind of like tucked away and whatnot. So yeah, so that seems to be the idea that I can go. Like I said, I might go over there and just stick it over in somewhere, tuck it over there in that corner, because if I recall, there's really not much that is going over there anymore. So and of course, here's the plug for my signals and the sensor ground. So that'll just plug right in, right to the, where's it at? Oh, yeah, here you go. So those will plug right in to each other, and then this plug can either, if I go on that side, plug there, or I can just keep it here and tuck it someplace around here. So I still need to get like a oil catch can made, but I'm not worried about that right now. So I'll have to figure something out, whether I'm gonna stick it over here or whatever. But I kind of would like to keep everything away from the exhaust, the downpipe, and all this heat. Even though all the wiring and stuff like that is all protected. So yeah, that's that. I am making another harness for not harness, but another coil harness for a friend of mine. So I did his the right way, since he already told me what exactly he wanted. I just have to make the relay side. Maybe I'll go over there and throw the camera on and put it on like a time lapse for that too as well, to show that one. So there's the proper way, since he already told me what coils he was going with, and then I have everything all pretty much done for him, all in a nice Deutsch connector. And here's his grounds. I can go over there and I can have these mounted anywhere, make them nice and easy. So once I get over to his car, then I can see where I'm gonna put the grounds at for him, and then I'll put some ring terminals on there. That's all said and done. So the only thing he'll need will be just the relay. So actually there you go. So there is the relay and fuse box. As you can see, see from Waytech. So it comes with this piece, and then the cap, and then I have the bracket that would slide into there somewhere in my toolbox there. So yeah, so that's that. So now all I need to do is, which I'll probably I'll probably do a little quick video on that. I need to order some power and ground wire from the battery. So I've been kind of doing my research on that, and I'm gonna make once I order the stuff, I need to find my lengths and all that, or maybe I'll just go over there and just order maybe like 200 feet of each. I don't know, we'll see. But I'll probably do another video on that. So thanks for watching, and I hope if anybody is doing the smart coils, so that they know if they see this video, I hope it was a little bit helpful for you guys. Just remember, it's like I was told, if you're doing the IGN1A smart coils, you will want to break them up. If you're doing a V6 or straight 6, you'll want to take 3, put them on one relay, and take the other 3, put them on another relay. That's your best bet. Yes, you can, from what I was told, don't quote me on that, yes, you can put them all on one big amp relay, but my own personal opinion, I think it's better just to get 2, let me see what size, I think mine were 35 amp relays. Just get 2, and break them, split them in half. 1 through 3 on one, 4 through 6 on the other one. Make it a little bit easier and yeah, a little less stressful, I guess. So thanks for watching.